I am Heike Zuse from the German Tenants Association, and we are a colleague. And I want to talk about an issue which I think is very important for us and the future of social housing, and it is the co-determination of tenants with the providers. I think it's very important for us because co-determination,
deciding together,
participation, decision. Because in Germany, quite an opposite to the working life, in Germany doesn't exist any right of co-determination regarding the involvement of tenants with their housing providers. That's the reason why the German Tenants Association asks since many years to enforce the possibilities of the tenants to get involved in these decision makings and articulate their opinions and needs to the housing providers. That's one of the most important issues for the next years to work on, I think so. We believe that this communication is essential for a harmonic living and the whole community. It will give positive effects for both sides and will improve the situation in housing areas with problematic surroundings. And we believe as well that this will also bring lots of benefits for the providers. The future will give us lots of challenges, for example, the energetic modernization. Only with the good communication channels in place, the willingness to accept the higher rents with the benefit, which definitely not be seen by everyone, for some savings on the heating bill can be accepted by the majority of the tenants. As everything in life, talking is important, and the communication between two parties with naturally different positions has to be harmonized to reach common ground. This is, in my opinion, one of the most important issues for the future, co-determination for tenants to face the future challenges together with the providers. Well, the cooperation can also involve the participation of the tenants in so-called hands-on projects. Experiences in the past has shown that the contribution of manual work generates a greater commitment and team spirit with the other tenants and the whole community, including the providers. The tenants feel integrated and socialized in the community. Tenant participation is also useful of new buildings when the tenants can themselves decide on how they want to make the best use of the floor areas. So they have the chance to contribute their own in-kind work to personalize their own surrounding. The same also applies to the design and use of green space in the housing environment, such as tenant gardens, as playgrounds, or small crop gardens. And if tenants are involved in the modernization of old buildings, all parties will benefit. For example, tenants should decide about their furnishings themselves, kitchen or bathroom, for example, which can have an impact on the rent. It is obvious with such cooperation, the fluctuation and vacancies be minimized because tenants feel comfortable and want to stay in their old modernized apartment. Especially in unstable areas, tenants' participation can make a valuable contribution to the housing policy. Housing companies and the government in Berlin is the Alliance for social housing policy and affordable rent. It is especially in Berlin. Berlin is growing and the rents are increasing, and the goal of the housing policy of the Berlin government is to keep rents in the growing city affordable and to provide adequate living space for households whose income falls behind the general income trend.